inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
The Cowboys at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Prescott now from the 50.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
47. Everybody kill.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action. Allen.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but again, I give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st. Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
13 yards down to the 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run for the first time with James Cook.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
And the kick here no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
This time, the extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Prescott on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Go. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills have moved out in front.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really...
Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now a give, right side. It's Black. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Washington in motion left. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing to start the drive. Hawkins. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hawkins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hawkins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like they're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Bills 20, Cowboys 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Allen going to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Back to throw. Hawkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Hawkins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Hawkins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw on 3rd down. Hawkins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you're content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Black. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Cowboys make over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, Hawkins. And this one quickly to Lamb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Hawkins swinging this out for Pollard. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hawkins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they'll send the slot in motion left. throwing on 3rd and long. Hawkins. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
Looking to throw. Hawkins, and that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw again. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
56.
Allen. It's complete to Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
On 2nd down, it's Black. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play though is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Off the play fake. Hawkins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hawkins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they